Hello there, Libra. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this will be your monthly overall reading for September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm always glad to see you at the channel, and if you're first time new here, so glad to have you. I will also be starting up a new channel soon. This one will still stay here. All the content will be on this channel, but I also have a new one called Diamond Dragon Lady. It's all one word, Diamond Dragon Lady. So if you want to find that one, I will put a link to that so you can join that one as well. But over time, I'm going to keep more of the live streaming and things like that to this channel, and I'll be posting more of the pre-recorded content on the new one, and we may end up shifting it all over there eventually. So let's go ahead and dig on in here, Libra. We're going to start out with your oracle, and I will be using 2 tarot decks to get your messages. Today we're going to give you a nice full reading with the Celtic cross. Your spirit, angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, show us what you have for Libra. Let's start out with a major theme for this month for them. Okay, there is change and transformation in the air, Libra, and I do think that the biggest positive change that's happening, which is very obvious, is your ruling planet Venus is finally coming out of retrograde on the evening of September 3rd. That has been traveling retrograde in the sign of Leo for about 6 weeks, and it has been a long journey indeed. Whenever Venus is in retrograde, you will always find that people are not quite as kind, maybe not quite as gentle as they could be, not quite as socially graceful. And so, you know, when Venus comes back into direct motion, things start to pick up that way. Relationship issues that got, you know, kind of snaggled or tangled during the retrograde also start to smooth out, and things start to make a lot more sense. So there definitely is a change in the air. Let's get into some more cards and see what else is in store. We're going to get a numerology card for you here, Libra. Let's see what your number of the month is. Self-discipline. Okay, so Libra, you want to be on track with this, and it may be something that really leads to better health, better habits, better spending, all that kind of thing. Anything that you feel like you need to be a little bit more disciplined in. It can be challenging. We've got that 4 and that 1, the number 41 coming together. It is 5, and 5s can be a little bit tricky. You know, 5s can lead to a feeling of friction or conflict or movement, but it does get you moving. So with self-discipline, I would say if you know that you need to take a vitamin each day, right? Make sure that you set a timer so that you don't forget. If you know that you need to practice an instrument or a language or whatever it is that you're trying to do to get better at, you make sure that you do it, even if it's just for a little bit of time each day. But this is very important this month. Let's get into a gemstone or crystal card. We're going to see which one is best for you to work with for September. I already pre-shuffled these, but I always have that urge to shuffle them a little bit more when we start doing the read. So selenite is your crystal, your gem of the month. It's funny because I have some selenite sitting right here on my desk because this is a stone that helps cleanse and clear and keep the vibrations high. This is a card of peace. This is the crown chakra, so it really does help to clean and clear that crown, that top of the head where inspiration from spirit flows through. So Libra, keep that selenite around. It's not an expensive stone, so it's really easy to find it. You know, you can place it around your work area, place it around wherever you want to just have a cleaner, clearer vibe. A lot of the time between readings, when I'm cleansing my deck, you know, I'll just take the selenite and tap the cards because it just helps knock out the old vibes to bring in the new ones. So get yourself some selenite, Libra, if you don't already have some. Next, we're going to jump into our angels and saints and guardians and see which member of spirit is reaching out to help you the most for September. we have Krishna, which is a very loving energy. It's devotion, it's love, it's trustworthiness. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. So, you know, Spirit's really saying you are loved, you are cared for. Even if things are a little bit challenging, it feels like there's some changes going on. It feels like you're really having to stay on track and on target with anything you work on. But you do have that divine love coming in for you. Let's jump into your tarot now, Libra. We're going to use the Arcanum Tarot, and I've got this very adorable bunny-based deck called the Chubby Bun Tarot. I have pet bunnies, and so I'm always looking for little bunny things, and I found a bunny tarot. So it is too adorable. So we will use that to clarify the cards. All right, let's see what we have got for you. Yeah, this month for you, Libra, it's very much about you. It's not about, you know, other people as much, even though, you know, Libra is such a, you know, partnership sign. I feel like with, you know, Venus, with your ruling planet in retrograde, I just get this sense that you've kind of gotten used to doing things a little bit by yourself. And maybe you've been a bit worn out. Right in the center, we are in Virgo season. You know, as this goes into effect, this reading is for, you know, mostly the month of Virgo. We will be going into Libra season later in September, but the Virgo vibes are riding high right now. And so that Hermit card is coming out for you. And I feel like for you, you know, at the center of your reading, at the heart of the matter, you know, you're really, again, it has part of that self-discipline we talked about, you know, taking care of yourself, doing the things you need to, making sure you drink enough water, making sure your routines and habits are healthy ones. But no matter whether you're single, coupled, etc., I really feel like you're focusing very much on yourself, shining your own personal light out into the world. Yeah, and taking some leaps of faith, right? You know, you're really following the guidance of Spirit here with the Fool card. It's like, you know, just one step at a time, one day at a time, you know, but don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. This is very much a journey for yourself, and it's something where you're learning to trust yourself a lot more here. In the immediate past, you've had a lot of worries, you've had a lot of doubts, a lot of thoughts, maybe sleepless nights or trouble resting, because there is a lot of anxiety that rides on this card with the Nine of Swords. Definitely one of our least favorites, because nobody enjoys that, but a lot of us go through it. A little bit of that dark night of the soul. You might have had a lot on your mind. Yeah, and most of this is coming from, you know, just worries about money, Libra, straight up. You know, the Five of Pentacles is a scarcity conscious. It's a concern about having enough going forward. But to me, when these two come together, it's like it's time to change your approach, change the way you feel about it, think about it. Sometimes, you know, we just have to decide not to worry about it, because there's, you know, only so much we can do to change a circumstance or change a situation. I know so many people have been going through that. I've been going through that. Everybody's feeling the crunch. So my heart is definitely with you on this. But I think you are coming out of that, and you're starting to try new things and starting to, you know, focus a little bit more on the things that make you feel satisfied and fulfilled, and that's going to lead you to better places. Going into the immediate future, we do have this Page of Wands, so I feel like this is a brand new life. It's also a lot more joy coming in. This is a kind of like happy, playful kind of energy, but there may be something very new starting over in your life that may bring you a lot more joy than you've been feeling in the past. Yes, and oh my goodness, the Four of Wands, very, very happy card. Look at the smiles on the little bunnies. The Four of Wands is happy homecomings, victory, success, more joy within the home. I always feel that. This can also be a soulmate, twin flame kind of card, because we do have that 11-11. Lots of synchronicities, so I would pay attention to the synchronicities. For some of you, you may be even moving into a new home, renovating, relocating, refreshing something around the home that just makes you feel a lot happier. let's get into the subconscious card. What's working inside of you, Libra, is the Page of Pentacles. So you're definitely thinking about studying something new, taking a new adventure. Some of you might be even traveling for work or thinking about doing something like that. But this is, you know, a card of investment of time or energy or finance. Something that you work on learning right now could pay off greatly down the road. If you're involved in taking classes or going back to school right now, it has a very good, you know, possibility of turning out very, very nicely. But this is kind of saying, even if you don't feel like you can invest a whole lot, it's a great thing to do it, even if it's just a little bit right now. Yes, and you do have to be so strong. And this, again, I feel like calls back to that self-discipline card. We have the Strength card, which is absolutely adorable. We know this is usually the card where the lady is calming the lion. We have the little bunny calming the cat. So, you know, this to me is that Leo energy, and it's very much about your own spirit calming down that roaring lion that can be inside all of us. It's really a strength of, you know, managing your own self. You're managing your own spirit, your own circumstance. And so even if you get stressed, even if you get upset, to me, this is you just calming yourself down, letting your spirit calm down the mind and the body. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit is the Two of Cups. This is love, of course, in various different forms, but to me it is very much about partnerships that are healing. Sometimes it can be about a new person coming into your life, or something happening in your love life or within your heart just in general that is really healing you from the inside out. This is a very nurturing feeling connection. And if you feel like, you know, Ariel, I don't really have, you know, somebody around, or it's just not like that right now, this could be Spirit just saying there's a unity that's happening within you, because Libra, you are so partnership oriented that if you don't have a partner currently, this could be you, you know, being that other side that you really need for yourself and really healing from that. Let's get a clarifier on Two of Cups for Libra, please. Yes, Eight of Wands. And to me, this is something that's moving forward very nicely. There's a lot of communication here. September 15th, we are coming out of the Mercury retrograde that has been in the sign of Virgo. So I do feel as well, this could be, you know, after those retrogrades, especially when we've had Mercury and Venus together, there could have been some miscommunications in love life, right? Some, you know, disconnect with our partners or friends. And so I think this is, you know, it's healing, and it's healing fast as this month progresses. Let's get some advice for you on this, Libra. Wow, that's a lot of motion. I do feel like you're moving past something. There's definitely a feeling of movement and new things going on here. Five of Swords is in the suggested approach. So I would be very careful of anyone or anything that seems to promise more than they can deliver. I would be aware of con men. Honestly, this is like a real, you know, card that deals with people that'll win at all cost. They really don't care who they step on or hurt to get what they want. So don't take shortcuts. If you feel like there's somebody in your life that's trying to talk you into doing things that really aren't in your best interest or don't feel right to you, yeah, I would avoid that. Oh, look at this. You've got the Knight of Wands twice now in this reading, and so yeah, there's Sagittarius energy. If you encounter something like that, you know, run, don't walk. Get the heck away from this person. What you need to know is the Eight of Swords. I think this is calling back a little bit to that Nine of Swords. And I really think that what you need to know is that, you know, these anxieties and those thoughts that just run, you know, out of control, this could be something you'll be dealing with a little bit off and on through this month. I would really be careful to keep your thoughts in a good place. And I know that's not always easy, but anytime you notice your mind going to a heavier place or putting yourself down or just feeling like you're not good enough, you know, this is those kind of thoughts that really keep you stuck, right? And I want you to just be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up for having those thoughts. We all do it. But this is just a time to recognize it, And remember, you can cut through those ties. You can cut through that place that keeps you stuck and get back to a better one. Knight of Pentacles, be patient with yourself, Libra. Yes, yes. And this is very much a Virgo energy, you know, and like I said, most of this month is Virgo season. We have that Mercury retrograde and forward direct in the sign of Virgo, so we're really feeling it. And a big thing that, you know, Virgos can really do to themselves is be very critical. Be very, very, you know, perfectionistic. It's like, oh, I didn't do it right. Oh, I got to do it better. And I just want to give yourself gentleness and grace, and give yourself patience, because the Knight of Pentacles moves at his own pace, right? He's very careful. He prepares well. He's also the most successful knight, because even though he's slower to get there, he gets there in one piece, and he usually gets what he wants. So going into your hopes and fears, we definitely have a Tower here. You don't really want to have to go through the breakdown and the rebuild, but this is Mars energy. And guess what, Libra? Mars is in your sign this month. Mars just went into Libra as we've entered this month of September. And so I do feel that, you know, Mars is going to be strongly at play here. Tower moments definitely do not have to be a negative thing. I would say that if you know of anything in your life that needs to be dismantled because the foundation is not good, and that can be anything, whether it's a job, a home situation, family situation, relationships, etc. If there's something really shaky like that, it's a good idea to go ahead and confront and dismantle it, because then it really can't sneak up on you. Tower moments only seem to happen when it's something that Spirit says, look, this might be difficult, it might be chaotic, but we've got to shake this foundation out because it can't hold, and we want something that's going to last the test of time for you. So the Tower happens, right? And then we have to rebuild something a lot stronger than what it was to begin with. Yeah, Page of Swords. So don't worry excessively over this, but it is time to just, you know, take apart those things that aren't meant to last. I do feel like you're moving away from a lot of drama. Our outcome card is the Six of Swords. It's one of my favorite swords cards because it really says that you are taking what you need and only what you need, leaving the rest behind, leaving the stress, the worries, the excess, the burdens, the baggage, and you're heading towards a new life, right? You're leaving behind the old drama, the old stress, the old negative people, etc. And it is a choice that you make, Libra. And I know Libras aren't big on making decisions. I know that's not something you enjoy, but this is your own energy with the Two of Swords. It is a Libra card. So it's definitely time to take the little mask off and see both sides of the picture. No more, no more, what's that, procrastinating, yes. It's time to see the bigger picture, Libra, and make your decision accordingly. Don't avoid it, because if you do, you know, that Tower can come out. And here we go, right on the bottom of the decks. We have the Knight of Wands and we have this Knight of Swords. So Nine of Swords came out twice and the Knight of Wands came out twice. And I feel like that is just Spirit telling you that whenever you start feeling super stressed, super anxious, this is such a sign that it's like you've got to do what it takes to move away from that worried mind. Whether it's meditation, whatever it is that you need to do, that's going to help you to calm that down. Do some deep breathing. Follow your intuition on that, because if you do, you're going to be able to overcome a lot of this, the cycle of anxiety. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Libra. And we have the Leader with the Jade Emperor. Very, very nice. And Libra, you are a leader. You are a cardinal sign, don't forget. All right, so you're being called upon for leadership. The Jade Emperor is helping you to overcome barriers. Fuse your ambition with virtue. Employ your power with honor and wisdom. Move forward with unstoppable momentum. Success is inevitable. And I do think that's really the message here, Libra. I think that you are very concerned, very worried a little bit that you're going to mess something up. But that's not the case at all. Everything's going to work out in your favor in the end. But it's very important not to let, temporary setbacks or difficulties get you down. Don't let your own anxiety or stress get you down either, right? Everybody goes through that. Everybody feels those things. And it's really not wrong. It's very human. All right, my darlings. Well, have a wonderful month of September, my beautiful Libras. I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. Take care.